All pay heed to the court of their excellencies, Shimon and Mira, Baron and Baroness of Tarnmist. Their excellencies welcome into their court their majesties, Uther and Vera, King and Queen of the West, and His Highness, Saran, Prince of Ortha. Would Ulfr Grimson come forward? Throughout the known world, our society values service, honor, chivalry, and the arts and sciences. In our barony of Tarnmist, their excellencies, Shimon and Mira, uphold these values. To that end, these orders have been created. The Order of the Orca for dedication in the fighting arts, the Order of the Tortuga for support of the barony, and the Order of the Nautilus for support of the arts and sciences. Therefore, it is their excellencies' pleasure to admit Ulfr Grimson to the Order of the Orca on this, the 28th day of August, Anno Societis 55. Their excellencies will now bestow a single orca suspended from a blue and silver ribbon as a sign of this honor. Your Excellency.
Ulf.
Jazz hands, give him some celebration.
Yeah.
Ulf, you've come down so often to help us out, to encourage our fighters, to teach, and to just support the fighting in Tarnmist. We can't thank you enough for your efforts and your work. So thank you and welcome to the Order of the Orca.
3 cheers for Ulf Grimson. Hip hip.
Huzzah.
Hip.
Huzzah.
Hip hip.
Huzzah.
His Excellency would call forward Astron Straight Arrow and Verissa Lighthaven.
So about a year ago, I traveled up to Ortha for Crown. I had a blast. I loved it. I had a lot of fun. And I had 2 hosts that were amazing. I've been remiss in not recognizing that, so I chose to correct it now. So thank you both for your hospitality, your playing tour guide, and showing me the wonderful land of Ortha. I have for each of you a favor that I will get in the mail. Thank you both for all of your support and help.
3 cheers for Astron and Verissa. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Huzzah.
Her Excellency calls Sigdriff Helger's daughter to come before her. There came a time when Her Excellency Catherine Blackheart wished to recognize and honor those who helped her personally. To that end, she created the Baroness's favor, so that those who had helped her with their service and support might know her gratitude. Therefore, she finds Sigdriff worthy of great reward and does present her with her personal award, a manta suspended from a blue and silver ribbon, awarded this 29th day of August, Anno Societis 55, in the Barony of Tarnmist, Kingdom of the West.
Thank you so much for being there for me, and during my reign, I really was really glad that you were there and reached out, and just having you close helped me know that I can do this. Thank you.
3 cheers for Sigdriff. Hip hip.
Huzzah.
Hip hip.
Huzzah.
Hip hip.
Huzzah.
That's some quality jazz hands going on today. I like seeing the smiles. It's fun to be silly.
His Excellency calls Bastion Torner in front of him.
Bastion, you stepped up to be Seneschal about a year into our reign. In addition, you've helped us out, giving us advice, tips, sitting there just BSing after meetings, talking through how to do things, both myself and Mira. I wanted to thank you with a favor for all you've done. It is very much appreciated, and you have helped make this reign work. Thank you.
3 cheers for Bastion Torner. Hip hip.
Huzzah.
Hip hip,
Huzzah!
hip hip.
Huzzah!
If Bastion would remain before their excellencies. Throughout the known world, our society values service, honor, chivalry, and the arts and sciences. In our barony of Tarnmist, their excellencies Shimon and Mira uphold these values. To that end, these orders have been created. The Order of the Orca for dedication in the fighting arts, the Order of the Tortuga for the support of the barony, and the Order of the Nautilus for the support of the arts and sciences. Therefore, it is their excellencies' pleasure to admit Bastion Torner to the Order of the Nautilus on this, the 29th day of August, in the 55th year of our society. Their excellencies will now bestow a single nautilus suspended from a blue and silver ribbon as a sign of this honor.
Do you want to start, Mira, or should I?
Oh, you can.
Bastion, you have put so much effort into your kit and into your blacksmithing and metalwork. It is amazing to see what comes out of your shop. I remember one of your earlier events at Great Western War. I had people coming up to me going, "Hey, who's that experienced guy? His kit's really nice." That was one of your first wars. Since then, I've only seen your armor and your blacksmithing grow and become better and nicer. I look forward to seeing what comes out of you in the future, even if you did decide to go up to Antir.
3 cheers for Bastion Torner. Hip hip,
Huzzah!
hip hip,
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
hip hip.
Huzzah!
Their excellencies called Joseph ben Shimon, Emma the Bold, and Thomas Marshall before them. In the time of Cormac and Jenna, both saw that there were many younger members of their barony most deserving of recognition. Baroness Jenna concluded that, just as an abalone can grow a pearl layer by layer within the safety of its shell to become a lovely gem, so too our children grow and learn within the barony. And though their merits and actions become gems not only to their barony, but the kingdom as well. Then did Cormac and Jenna institute the Order of the Abalone of Tarnmist, to recognize those younger members who have shown themselves to be honorable, chivalrous, and deserving of reward. Therefore they do name Joseph ben Shimon, Emma the Bold, and Thomas Marshall as Abalone of Tarnmist, and ask them to continue to grow and learn to become the gems we know them to be. On this, the 29th day of August, AS 55. The award is a single freshwater pearl suspended from a baronial device colored yellow, blue, or green, and white ribbon. 3 cheers for the youth. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Your Excellencies, their Majesties have business to conduct and wish to hold court. Shall they proceed?
By all means.
Definitely.
Here opens the court of Uther and Vera, King and Queen of the West. Their Majesties now call upon Arvid Tornir. Whereas it has come to our notice that through diverse great efforts you have considerably enriched our realm, it is thus our pleasure to reward you with an award of arms. We grant you the rights and charge you with the responsibilities of this rank, and we further grant you the right to bear as arms such device as you may have properly registered with our heralds in this our kingdom and throughout the known world, by our hands this 29th day of August in the 55th year of the Kingdom of the West, Uther Rex, Vera Regina, Your Majesties.
Your Majesty, you want to speak first?
I would love to. So, words of your amazing deeds in your barony have reached us, and we have heard how active you are in your barony and that you are promoting it locally, and that you have just been an amazing blessing to have playing with us and joining us in our society. And so we wanted to give you this recognition, Your Majesty.
I echo my queen's sentiments, and I hope that we do see a device, a banner, a pennant, and we see you enjoying your heraldry and being a noble among the populace of the West, because you really are truly one of us now. So be welcome to your AOA.
Make a joyous noise for Lord Arvid. Their Majesties now call upon Rivka of Shushan. Those who give of their service to the kingdom and the various parts thereof support and enrich the realm. It is the duty and pleasure of the crown to reward such service with honor. Therefore do their majesties proclaim Rivka worthy of great honor and do admit her to the right noble order of the Leaf of Merit of the Kingdom of the West. Their majesties will bestow a single leaf of laurel as a sign of this honor. Your majesties.
Rivka, you are active in your barony, in our kingdom. You regularly make garb, you coordinate largesse, you coordinate and make gifts for royalty, you set the head table at feasts. You do so much to keep our society running and to help us be royal. And it is, your gift to us is invaluable, and we thank you. Your Majesty.
Rivka, I'm really happy that we're in such a large call where I see so many faces, because as soon as your name was mentioned, I saw everybody nodding along like this person is amazing and worthy. And so you are held in great esteem by your peers and those around you. And we celebrate you in this day as you, and just thank you for all that you've done for the kingdom. Congratulations.
3 cheers, Harold.
Make
3
a joyous
cheers.
noise for Rivka. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Their majesties now call upon Madeline of Tarnmist. Whereas it has come to our notice that through diverse great efforts you have considerably enriched our realm, it is thus our pleasure to reward you with an award of arms. We grant you the rights and charge you with the responsibilities of this rank, and further grant you the right to bear as arms such devices you may have properly registered with our heralds in this our kingdom and throughout the known world, by our hands this 29th day of August in the 55th year of the Kingdom of the West, Uther Rex, Vera Regina, your majesties.
We have heard of the invaluable service and support that you have provided and continue to provide to your Baroness during her reign. And we wanted to recognize that service and your participation in our society. And we are delighted to be able to recognize you with this title, Your Majesty.
We love hearing from our Baron and Baroness how they have amazing people and they should be ignobled and given their device, and how celebrate them and see them get awards. And your name was strongly recommended to us with much joy. So it is a celebration that we get to be part of this moment and acknowledge all that you've done. We look forward to seeing your device on the field. Good Harold, can you make a joyous noise?
Make a joyous noise for Lady Madeline.
Yay.
Your majesties, do you have any other business?
That was all that I have. Do you have words, Your Majesty?
Not at this time, no.
I just want to go ahead. I was going to say, I just want to say to everybody out there, I've been seeing the posts come across that people are getting home and they're safe and they're reporting in from the fires. And I haven't heard personally of somebody who lost their house. I've heard of a lot of people who weren't in our SA family, and my heart goes out to those people. But my heart is made better by the fact that the people I know most and those are closest to me seem to be safe and have gotten home and safe and their pets are okay. Out there, and I look forward to hearing more updates. Thank you.
I would also like to touch on what His Majesty just spoke of, and would like to give my personal thanks to all of the people who have responded, be it the firefighters, the people who have stepped forward and offered housing and other aid to people who have been displaced. You are truly the best of us, and we appreciate everything you do.
Well said.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
There being no further business, here closes the court of Uther and Vera, King and Queen of the West.
Here reopens the court of their excellencies, Shimon and Mira, Baron and Baroness of Tarnmist. Would Raquel Firch Rohidri come forward? Throughout the known world, our society values service, honor, chivalry, and the arts and sciences. In our Barony of Tarnmist, their excellencies, Shimon and Mira, uphold these values. To that end, these orders have been created. The Order of the Orca for dedication in the fighting arts, the Order of the Tortuga for the support of the barony, and the Order of the Nautilus for support of the arts and sciences. Therefore, it is their excellencies' pleasure to admit Raquel Firch Rohidri to the Order of the Tortuga de Tarnmist on this, the 29th day of August, in this Anno Societis 55. Their excellencies will now bestow a single sea turtle suspended from a blue and silver ribbon as a sign of this honor.
Rahel, you have been so instrumental in keeping our equestrian program alive and flourishing. Your Majesties, I don't know if you're familiar with her or with what our equestrian program does, but from what I've heard, I'm not much of an equestrian myself, but from what I've heard, anytime Tarnmist enters a equestrian competition at the kingdom level, we usually walk away with either the championship or the runner-up.
So you have a ringer, you're saying?
Rahel is instrumental in making this happen. Mira, do you have anything to add?
Thank you very much for standing up for the Barony, for supporting the equestrian arts, for making so much available and doing so much to help promote equestrian within the SCA.
3 cheers for Rahel. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Her Excellency Mira calls forth Tsunami to come before her. There came a time when Her Excellency Catherine Blackheart wished to recognize and honor those who had helped her personally. To that end, she created the Baroness's favor so that those who had helped her with their service and support might know her gratitude. Therefore, she finds Sue worthy of great reward and does present her with her personal award, a stingray suspended from a blue and silver ribbon, awarded on this 29th day of August, Anno Societis 55, in the Barony of Tarnmist, Kingdom of the West.
Thank you very much for being there, for just being a sounding board, for helping out so much behind the scenes. You're always behind the scenes, and I wanted to be able to recognize you for that. You're a fabulous cook and coordinator of banquets and a really great leather worker. You've helped me personally and within the Barony for some really amazing things. You've contributed to largesse for the Barony also, for all that you do. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
3 cheers for Tsunami. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
His Excellency Shimon calls Danielle of Southreach to come before him. There came a time when His Excellency Akmer Ibn Tamim wished to recognize and honor those who helped him personally. To that end, he created the Baron's favor, so that those who had helped him with their service and support might know his gratitude. Therefore, he finds Danielle worthy of great reward and does present her with his personal award, awarded on this, the 29th day of August, Anno Societis 55, in the Barony of Tarnmist, Kingdom of the West.
Danielle, about actually almost a year ago now, you came to me and said, I'm doing lots of scrolls and work, and would you be interested in any like tokens for your to give out as awards and recognitions for people? And I went, sure, that sounds good. So she made me a handful of tokens, you'll see one in just a moment, to give out as awards and recognitions for people. Now, if that in and of itself wasn't enough of a thing, she did this from, my geography is a little bad, I want to say Tremaris, Tennessee, and made them up and sent them to me. So Danielle, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much for the tokens. It is very much appreciated. And thank you for supporting me and Tarnmist.
3 cheers for Danielle. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
His Excellency Shimon calls Zach of Tarnmist to come before him. There came a time when His Excellency Akmer Ibn Tamim wished to recognize and honor those who had helped him personally. To that end, he created the Baron's favor, so that those who had helped him with their service and support might know his gratitude. Therefore, he finds Zach worthy of great reward, and does present him with his personal award, awarded on this, the 29th day of August, Anno Societis 55, in the Barony of Tarnmist, Kingdom of the West?
So about 3 months before, well, in the before time, before COVID, Zach
Four
came
times.
to me and said, "Hey, I want to start doing a rapier practice. Do you mind?" No, go for it. When you're thinking, what can I do to help support you? Oh, just show up. I'll take care of everything. And he was there every week without fail, rain or shine. Even if there was only one other person, even if nobody showed, he was there, rain or shine, to host a rapier practice for Tarnmist. So, Zach, thank you. We appreciate the work, and we look forward to seeing what more great things come from you.
3 cheers for Zach of Tarnmist. Hip, hip,
Huzzah!
hip, hip,
Huzzah!
hip, hip.
Huzzah!
There.
I think we glitched.
I think they froze.
So, in the Barony, we have. Did we?
We're back now.
Hello?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
So, Gar, in our Barony, we have the Nautilus, which is for ANS. We have the Tortuga, which is for service. And we've got the Orca, which is for fighting arts. I'm pretty sure you've got all of these. In the Kingdom, there's the Leaves, and there's the Knighthood for fighting arts. But yet you still do more. That's not enough for you. You're still coming out and teaching and helping and encouraging people. And then there's the Knight's Banneret for those who go above and beyond. But yet you don't look at that as a stopping point. You look at that as, oh, okay, cool, that's something else, but let me keep going. So I only got a few of these. So I want to give one to you to thank you for you keep on going and supporting our fighting arts, teaching new people, taking new students, doing everything you can to encourage fighting and the martial activities in our Barony. So this is one of only a couple that Danielle made. This is a Orca, but I'm giving it to you as not a second Orca, but you have done so much to encourage the martial activities in our Barony. There's not much more we can do. Mira, do you have anything to add?
I just really enjoy seeing you reaching out and supporting the Barony in so many different ways. I really appreciate all that you do. You help make us shiny. Thank you.
I'm not sure we heard who you're giving that to.
We are giving it to Sir Gar. He will be the Baron. It's Gar of Loch Karen.
Excellent.
Did I freeze again?
No, we hear you now.
Okay. Yes, Sir Gar.
3 cheers for Sir Gar. Hip, hip.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. I was late. We got 2 more to go. I'm ready. 2, 3. It was 3. He said 3 cheers. It just can't be one little wave of the hand. We got to give the man his due. Thorin's bringing it home. He's got the whole thing going on.
Did you guys get all 3 on your end?
We did not. I think we should try that again.
Okay. Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
All right. Gar, we're thinking of you. I think we lost it. Oh, they're back again.
They're back.
Yeah.
Thank you, Reese.
Okay. Can you see us again?
Yes, we can see you
Can
again.
you see?
Okay. There being no further business before this court, here in court of Shimon and Mira, Baron and Baroness of Tarnmist. Long live the king!
Long
Long
live
live the king.
Long live the queen!
Long live
Long live the
Live
queen.
Queen.
Long live the prince and princess of the mist!
Long
Long
live
live
the
the
prince and
prince and
princess
princess
of
of
the
the mist.
yes.
Long live prince and princess of Sinagua!
long live the
Long live
The prince and princess of
Nagua.
Managua.
Long live the prince and princess of Ortha!
long live
Long
the
live the
Live the
prince and
prince and
princess of
princess
Ortha.
of Ortha.
Long live the baron and baroness of Tarnmist!
Long live the baron and baroness.
and Baroness Tarnmist.
Hip hip!
huzzah,
Hip hip!
huzzah,
Hip hip!
Huzzah.
thank you everyone.
Thank you. You guys have a great weekend. It was great seeing everyone. I wish you well.